Hey guys, it's Alexis. Welcome back to Shelf Life Extension, and today I'm going to be doing my December to be read. Now, I went to Barnes & Noble a couple times throughout the month of November and kept on buying more books, so I have a lot of new books that I picked out, along with a couple that I've had for a while, but I just never got around to reading, which it's kind of hard to justify buying a whole bunch of new books without reading the ones that you already have that are kind of just sitting there. So I'm going to try and read those finally this month. Okay, so to get started, I have about 6 books to talk about. I'm just going to show you what they are, tell you a little bit from what I understand what is going on, so that you will know kind of what's coming up for reviews and things. So okay, I'll just go ahead and get started. So the first book I have is Game Board of the Gods, Age of X by Rochelle Mead. Now, I've read a lot of things from Rochelle Mead. The first series that I ever read from her was her Succubus series, and I didn't realize that she was the same author of like the Vampire Academy series. So once I found that out, then I totally went and read the Vampire Academy series. But either way, I kind of wanted to... She's a really good author, and I usually like her books, so I figured I would try and find other stuff from her, and so there's this one. It's about ex-investigator named Justin March who lives in exile, and he gets a particular assignment to look into a string of ritualistic murders that just cannot be explained. And he gets a new partner, and her name is May, and she's obviously attractive, and then they have to go and solve these murders together, and probably things happen. So yeah, I figured I would try this out. I got my copy at Barnes & Noble for $8, so hooray for that. $8 for a paperback. Hooray! Next on my list is Dead Witch Walking by Kim Harrison. The first time I found out about this book was on Goodreads when I was looking through my recommendations page, and this one kept coming up. I tried to stray away from vampire, paranormal, PI, cop, bounty hunter books, but I just keep, it's like my little guilty pleasure. I just keep kind of going back to it, and this sounded like one that would actually be relatively funny and not as serious as a lot of other ones are, so I figured I would give it a try. Plus she always has like a full shelf of books, so I was like, oh, I bet you'll probably like this series. Anyways, it's about this bounty hunter named Rachel Morgan, whose job is to kind of keep track of the paranormal world and all the vampires and things and see what's going on there. So yeah, that's kind of all I know about it right now, and that's all the back tells me. So I'll try this out. And this one also was $8 at Barnes & Noble. $8 for paperbacks. Perfect. And the next book I have is The Winter Sea by Susanna Kersley. Now, I've seen this on the shelf multiple times, but I just never actually bought them because I wasn't sure if it would be something that I would really like or really get into. But I figured I would just do it. I would just buy it because I kept looking at it, you know, so I was like, I'll just do it. Anyways, this is about an author named Carrie who goes to Scotland and lives in a castle to write her next novel. And kind of turns out that what she thinks is fiction and what she thinks is her own, you know, mind creating this story turns out to be fact. And so she kind of has to figure out exactly why she has all these like memories per se, right? Yeah. And this is the most expensive paperback that I have at the moment. It came in at $17. The next book is the one that I'm most excited for out of all of my books right now, and that is The Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, which I just did a recent book review on Throne of Glass. So if you watched that, you know that I really liked the first one, so I got the second one. And to be honest, I wasn't actually going to buy this for a while because I was like, I need to get through my other ones, right? But when I was at Barnes & Noble, I was looking at it and I was like, if they have it in paperback, then I'll get it. But I only saw hardcover, but then I found a paperback, so I was like, dang it, now I have to get it. If you haven't read Throne of Glass, then you definitely should go check out my review on it if you would like. Otherwise, this just continues the story of Selena Sardothian and the prince, Dorian, and the captain of the guard, Kyle, and their little triangle doobly-doo now that she is outside of the competition. So, excited. And this was $10. Next is a book that I've had for a long time, and that is The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. Now, I watched The Maze Runner first before I read the book. I really liked the movie, and then I read the book after I watched it. I actually read the book like right after I got home from the movie theater, and actually breezed through it really fast, and I liked it. It was pretty good. I think the movie adaptation was relatively good. I actually kind of liked the movie better than the book. So there's one of those instances where I thought that the movie was actually much better than the book. It kind of had a more mature feel to it, and that little thing with Thomas and Teresa reminding. So I'm sure I'll find out more information about that in here. Otherwise, I thought it was a wise choice for them to get rid of that for the movie. Otherwise, it's just following Thomas and Teresa and the group now that they're outside of the maze. So I'm pretty excited. I just need to read it. And it's a small book. I could breeze through this if I just do it. I just haven't been in the mood for it for a while. And otherwise, this came in also at $10. Now, my last book for the month is my only hardcover. It's the most expensive of all the books, but I'm actually pretty excited for it because I didn't find it in the young adult section, although it's from the point of view of a 16-year-old girl, which kind of convinced me to get it. It is How to Fall by Jane Casey. It's about this girl named Jess, and she lives in London, and her mother kind of drags her out of the big city into a small town, and then once she gets to this small town, everybody looks at her like a ghost, you know, per the insert. But they look at her and they all know her, and they're like, how are you here? And she's like, why is everybody looking at me? And she bears an uncanny resemblance to her cousin named Freya, who just so happened to die right before she came into town. So she's trying to figure out like what her connection is, why they kind of look the same, and what happened, and all that good stuff. So yeah, and then this one was the most expensive. This one came in at $19, but it is a hardcover, so boo. Otherwise, those are all the books that I have for this month, and I'm super excited to get started on them, start reading them, start reviewing them, and get videos up for you guys. If you don't know, I have a blog where I also post reviews of the books that I do videos for, so you can kind of get a more in-depth, maybe a more intelligent sounding review rather than on a video. So you can check those out, but I also update with books that I don't do videos for, so like what I did a couple times this month when I went to Barnes & Noble and picked up books that I didn't expect to pick up, but I read them like in one day. Then I review those as well and put those up on my blog. So in case you are interested to see what else I'm reading outside of what I say on my to be read, then you can definitely find reviews there and check that out. Also, you could also follow me on Goodreads, and that also will show you what I'm reading at the moment, what I have, and same old. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Otherwise, yeah, I'll check you out next time with probably a review. I'm gonna try and do every Monday and Thursday a new video, and every Tuesday you can check out my vlog channel and you'll see some videos there, because I'm still concluding my Japan videos, and then my Disney World videos will be coming out shortly. Otherwise, yeah, again, thanks for watching. I hope everybody has an amazing Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.